Hi there! Welcome to What is Islam Academy. Let's learn about Islam together.
Does Islam oppress women? This question is everywhere. News, social media, even in our own minds. We see images of covered women and hear stories of restrictions, but is this the true heart of Islam? The reality is, many confuse cultural practices with the divine laws of Islam. Yes, injustice happens in the name of religion, but are these actions true to the Qur'an and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? Islam came as a mercy, liberating and honoring women, not chaining them. Let's set aside assumptions and rediscover the wisdom behind the roles and responsibilities in our faith. Today, equality is often mistaken for sameness. But are a doctor and an engineer unequal because they have different jobs? No, their differences make them complementary. Men and women are not the same by design, and that's not a flaw. Islam champions justice and equality in value, not identical roles. The Quran promises, whoever does righteousness, male or female, we will surely give them their reward. 16:97. Different roles are not signs of superiority, but of a wise creator who knows his creation best. Like partners in a business, our differences are our collective strength. This is the essence of Islamic teachings: equality in worth, complementarity in roles. Islam defines men and women as allies, awliya, protectors and friends to one another. The Quran says, the believing men and believing women are allies of one another. 9:71. Islam shattered oppressive norms, granting women rights to property, inheritance, education, and divorce centuries before the West. A woman's wealth is her own, her identity remains after marriage, and seeking knowledge is an obligation for every Muslim. These rights were radical acts of liberation. Roles in Islam are not about hierarchy, but partnership. Men and women are a team, building families and communities together. This shifts the conversation from power struggles to mutual support, rooted in love for the Creator. Imagine a bird with two wings, different but both essential to fly. Islam assigns men the role of provider and protector, a duty, not a privilege. Women are honored as the heart of the family, nurturing the next generation. Motherhood is elevated to the highest status. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Your mother," 3 times before your father. These roles are not prisons. Women can work, men can nurture. The system ensures all needs are met, creating harmony and stability. It's about mutual support, not rigid division. Islamic inheritance is often criticized because sons usually receive twice the share of daughters. But this is part of a balanced system. Men are financially responsible for their families, while women's wealth is entirely their own. A man's inheritance supports his wife, children, and sometimes relatives. A woman's share is hers to keep. She is not required to spend on anyone, not even herself. In reality, her financial position is often more secure. The system protects her wealth and ensures her security. It's not blind equality, but equity and justice. Islamic history is filled with powerful women, leaders, scholars, entrepreneurs. Khadija, the Prophet's first wife, was a successful businesswoman and his greatest supporter. Aisha, a leading scholar, narrated thousands of hadiths and taught senior companions. Fatima al-Fihri founded the world's first university. These women weren't exceptions. They thrived within Islam's framework. Their stories prove that Islam's roles empower women to excel and contribute to society. Polygyny is often misunderstood as oppression, but Islam didn't invent it, it regulated and restricted it. The Quran allows it only with strict justice and as a solution for widows and orphans, not for male desire. Justice between wives is required, and the Quran admits how difficult this is. Most scholars see it as permissible, not encouraged, and rarely practiced. Polygyny in Islam is a protective measure for women in times of need, not a tool for exploitation. Its purpose is social responsibility, not personal indulgence. Modern liberation often means women are valued for appearance, not intellect. Islam offers a different freedom. Modesty protects women from objectification and values their minds and souls. The hijab is a declaration, my worth is not my looks but who I am. Islam elevates motherhood and doesn't force women to choose between family and intellect. Women's financial rights were established in Islam centuries before the West. Islam's guidance protects dignity and offers lasting security. What seems restrictive is actually a shield against exploitation. Islam's view of men and women is about balance, not superiority. The Prophet, peace be upon him, commanded kindness and justice to women in his final sermon. True equality isn't sameness, it's giving everyone what they need to thrive. The Islamic model honors women's roles, protects their independence, and declares their spiritual worth equal to men's. Islam liberated women from being property and gave them rights long before the West. Our heroines, Khadija, Aisha, Fatima al-Fihri, prove what women can achieve in Islam. Men and women are two wings of a bird, different but equal, soaring together toward the pleasure of our Creator.